now that it also took a lot of processing for me personally once it was out in the world. But it was also the novel that perhaps taught me the most about my own creativity, about trusting one's instincts, about risk, about the potency of symbol and dream and archetype, about the exhilaration of departing from safe and familiar territory, of overturning expectations and understanding that there's always more to discover lying beneath what you think you know. Most of the mentions of that novel are about the lessons I learned not just from writing it, but from the other artists and writers who unwittingly formed a vast, delicate yet strong safety net around me as I worked on it. I hope my thoughts about it might now contribute a thread of a similar net for other people straying into their own new creative ground. While I hope this book might be part of a conversation with other people making art, it's important for me to say that it is by no means addressed only to artists or writers. As I say in Fertile Ground, a rich inner life is not just the preserve of the arts. The joys, fears, and profound self-discoveries of creativity through making or building anything that wasn't there before, any imaginative exploration or attempt to invent, I believe to be the birthright of every person on this earth. If you live your life with curiosity and intention, or would like to, this book is for you. Chapter 1. Fertile Ground. Nourishing the Inner Life. The garden is in disrepair. In fact, it seems to me, peering through the glass kitchen doors this Saturday morning, that our pocket courtyard garden has never been in such urgent need of restoration. The sight of it fills me with an overwhelming gloom. Plants burdened with woody overgrowth sag into displeasing shapes, oppressing the more fragile, undernourished plants beneath. The leaves of others are shriveled with disease, and the birdbath holds only a puddle of sludge. Junk clutters the pavers, tangles of hose, the wheelie bin with its lid flung back, a pair of running shoes left out, soles up, for the sunshine to disinfect. I have a powerful feeling that this disarray isn't just cosmetic, but is symptomatic of some deeper malaise. The sense of spacious, considered serenity, surely the reason to have a garden in the first place, has died, along with half the plants. There's no order, no cohesion, no beauty. It's the third weekend of our first lockdown of the coronavirus pandemic, and the world is in terror. I pull on my work boots, take up the secateurs, the gloves and spade. As I start to get my hands dirty, I know it's not just the garden in need of repair, it's me, or at least my spirit. What might be called my inner life is, like the space before me, half dead, fragmented, mouldy in some parts, dried out in others. Unbalanced, malnourished, filled with dispiriting mess. Throughout the day's work, ripping out dead plants, forking compost through the powdery old soil, making space for new growth, I think about this thing, the inner life. What is it, really? Does it happen in the same place we're supposed to find our inner resources? Does everybody have an inner life? Does it matter if we don't? What I do know is that for artists and writers, an inner life is inseparable from our work. My writing mind is a home I return to, away from and beyond the limits of my physical world. And as the pandemic causes the latter to shrink and grow a lot more frightening, escape to the former seems more essential than ever. There's a sense that, at a time like this, artists should have a more effortless entry than most to that interior space. We habitually spend a lot of time there, after all. When we have a work in progress on the page or the canvas or the piano, we're carrying on two lives at once, one in the real world, another in the imagination. Quite often, the inner world has a largeness of scope and sense of possibility that the outer world lacks. At this point in history, as everything in the real world closes down, that difference seems even starker. This is not to say that it's only artists who have rich inner lives, of course. Anyone who attends thoughtfully to their personal domain, their interests and surroundings, the people they love, their work,